Hello, I'm Sesto, and this presentation is based on my literature review exploring cognitive bias in artificial intelligence. I focus on how bias enters during the training phase of AI systems, how it impacts performance, and what researchers are doing to reduce it. Artificial intelligence is now used to make important decisions in areas like healthcare, criminal justice, and hiring, but the systems behind these decisions aren't neutral. Bias in the data or design can lead to harmful, unfair outcomes. For example, one study found that Google Ads showed arrest-related content more often when users searched black-sounding names. Another study showed that word embeddings linked man to programmer and woman to homemaker. These kinds of bias can reinforce inequality, and that's why this issue really matters. To explore this topic, I reviewed 12 academic papers published between 2013 and 2024. I searched for terms like algorithmic bias, AI fairness, and cognitive bias in machine learning. I focused specifically on the training phase of AI since that's where models first learn from data. I excluded papers focused on the deployment. As I read through the research, I noticed three clear themes: where bias comes from, how it affects model performance, and how we can try to reduce it. Bias can enter AI systems from three main places. First, the data. If a dataset reflects real-world inequality, the model will learn those patterns. Second, human involvement. Developers and annotators bring their own assumptions into design choices. And third, even the algorithms themselves can introduce bias, especially when models are poorly tuned or simplified. A study from Blensky and Cunningham showed that even balanced datasets can lead to biased results if the model architecture isn't fair by design. These biases can lead to real-world consequences. Models may misdiagnose patients, deny people loans, or make unfair legal predictions. Worse, they often perform poorly for underrepresented groups. But there are solutions. Some researchers remove biased examples before training, others fix harmful word associations in embeddings. There are also calls for regular bias audits across a model's lifecycle. That's clear if fixing bias isn't just technical, it's ethical. We need to combine better design with deeper reflection. What stood out most to me is how deeply bias is woven into AI systems. It's not just a bug, it's part of how these systems are built. If we want AI to be fair and reliable, we have to be intentional about every step. From the data we use to the people we involve, the solutions are out there, but they require shifting how we think about building technology. Moving forward, I think cognitive science will play a big role in shaping more equitable AI. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I learned a lot while working on this, and I hope it helped you think more critically about fairness in artificial intelligence. Feel free to reach out if you'd like to talk more about this topic. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you, and goodbye.